So welcome back, guys.
To brothers in Christ,
It's episode 4.
we're back. We're better.
It's a beautiful morning today.
Thank God.
I thank God we're alive.
Thank God woke up today.
Very, very grateful. So the topic at hand.
We're talking about when God says no. We're talking about rejection, heartbreak, and closed doors.
Yeah, this is gonna be an interesting topic. Gotta be vulnerable. But we could. I'll just start off like for me in a sense.
Let's start off with the Bible verse, bro. Alright. We're going to do Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are the called according to his purpose. And we can go off of that.
See, the thing about this is like, I don't want to say people necessarily are like terrible or bad, but in a sense, like in my experiences, there was a lot of people that I grew up with that necessarily went in a different direction as far as like they were delving into like the party scene, doing certain drugs, you know, I don't know, they just envelop bad qualities. That doesn't mean they're terrible people, but it was just things I didn't want to necessarily associate myself with. And in a sense, that was protection from God, because I knew, like, I had a sense of sensitivity to where it's like, oh, okay, this is not the right thing to do, because all it really does is darken parts about myself that I don't want to like darken. I want to be a light to people and stay uplifted and stay pure in a sense of just having good energy. And I'm not saying I'm pure, but like I just wanted to exude good energy. So the importance of like not surrounding myself with specific people really made sense to me. And like I said, I think God redirects your path and surrounds you with different type of people. So now looking back, I don't really talk to anybody from my past. Maybe one person, but other than that, nah. But I also think like, in a sense, I have to at least attempt to spread hope and and not necessarily convince him or try to persuade him to believe, but I could have at least inspire them to look at their life from a different angle, see what they're doing. But all you really can do is like I said, encourage and pray for them too. So but yeah, anything to add on?
Just think about like when God says no. God is our Father. And it's just like if you had a child and they said they want to eat candy and ice cream before dinner. We know that's not what's best for them in terms of like nutrition. It's just like when God says no to us, maybe we might not be ready for certain things, or God has something better for us, but we just don't know. And we don't want to settle for less than what we're worth. So it's important to stay patient and trust God through rejection. Sometimes rejection is good. Some things that we want right now might not be good for us at all, or just there's better in the long run. in terms of longevity. So, heartbreak, man. We all get our heart broken, like everybody, guys, girls, whether you be young, whether you be old people get their heart broke too. And it doesn't always have to be in terms of relationships. You could have trust to somebody and they might have just broken your trust. I mean, there's plenty of ways, but God is near the brokenhearted. I know that for sure. So even if times feel lonely or things feel silent, you feel like you don't got nobody, it's like God is always with us. Like God is with us right now. You can hear him, the wind through the trees, everything. Like, and if you could just sit down and be present and just appreciate the moment, there's a lot to be grateful for. A lot of things we take for granted on a day-to-day basis. If you're able to watch this video, I mean, you got internet connection. If you got food, you got water, clean running water, a roof over your head, a bed, maybe friends or family that you could talk to. We got a lot to be grateful for. And the last one, what was the last one? I was talking about.
Yeah, I mean,
closed doors.
Heartbreak is, I didn't really touch on heartbreak too, but
Go
let's
ahead,
say
bro.
heartbreak is yeah, it's a heavy feeling for sure. I mean, it's something you don't want to experience, but just touching back on what Ethan said, it's like God is actually near the brokenhearted, and if you cast your worries and fears, concerns onto him, he'll help you. So it's like, I think heartbreak is more of a way to build your character. It's not necessarily meant to scar you for life. It's just meant to prepare you for the difficulties that may arise, in the near future. So I think we do have to stay resilient, and we have to be prepared for, like I said, the hard times. So, but yeah, man, like it's really hard to give advice when you're in the midst of heartbreak, because you're hurting. You can say this and say that, but once you're feeling it, it's not really much you're receptive to. So, but in my experience, I would just say heartbreak. I've been in situations where, well, just in one particular situation where I gave some money to somebody, and I truly trusted that he would give it back to me, and like he never did. And it was actually a large sum of money, and in a sense I was pretty devastated, and there was things I wanted to do, but surprisingly I did keep my cool, and I just said I'll just let it go. But he never, in a sense, paid me the full amount. But he did give me, I think, he gave me like maybe 10-20% of it. So, but that was that, and I just kind of forgave. Like, I truly forgave him and said it's okay. There's nothing for me. There's no point in being angry. He may have been going through a difficult season in life, and so I kind of understood. But part of me was also frustrated. But when it's somebody like you're near and dear to, like close to, as a friend, it can sting a bit hard. So, but I think a part of heartbreak is being able to forgive and also let go. Because if you hold on to it, the attachment just grows stronger, and negative emotions start to arise a bit more, and you start to become more weary and like distrustful or you start to feel more distrustful. So it's like you don't want to live in that way, because I feel like if you're just in a sense not trusting others, I'm not saying you can't be like skeptical, but it's gonna be a hard life for you in a sense. So
Yeah, you gotta let go and let God.
yeah,
Can't let past experiences, affect right now and the future, because it happens. Life happens. We all get rejected. We all get heartbroken. We can learn from it, or you can be bitter about it. But it's life. It's a part of life. And you break some hearts on the way, maybe. I don't know.
yeah, it sounds like you've broken hearts.
Nah, bro. Maybe,
I'm just
hurt
kidding.
people hurt people. I've been,
100%. We all hurt people. I've hurt people too.
yeah.
Sometimes you may not even know that. So I think the human experience can be very fragile at times. So it's like there's things that we may not be aware of that we do that actually can hurt a lot of people. So
Right. Just being more mindful, because we're all having our first go at life, and we're all trying to figure out things as well. Like Dawa said, forgiveness is definitely key, because you don't want to hold on to feelings of resentment. It's just not healthy. So forgiving is definitely key, but navigating through rejection and heartbreak, you gotta let yourself heal when it comes to like heartbreak or rejection. That's totally normal, and we shouldn't steer away from it, because it's a part of growing. Whether even it be business or just relationship wise, rejection is important. Sometimes you got to get the no's out of the way, so you can get closer to that yes, or get closer to your God-given relationships.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, we got an email. It's brothersinChrist714@gmail.com. If you guys need any prayer, or if you want to reach out, you can email us and we'll get back to you. We'll pray for you guys. Or you just have any questions about anything for Dawah or myself, you can reach out to.
You can reach out to us. Even through emails, like if you feel like you really want to connect, I don't mind giving out my information.
Say that now, bro.
Well,
Say that now, bro.
we don't have that many like people that are tuning in, so I'm just assuming like. Anywho, but yeah, email is like the best way to reach us. Eventually, we'll open up pages, like Instagram pages, TikTok pages, Twitter, whatever the case may be, X. We'll have lines of like communication that you can actually get in direct communication with us. So
let's go wrap it up for episode 4 for the Brothers in Christ podcast. I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you on the next episode.